These missing kids were found in fields.
911, what's your emergency?
My 3-year-old daughter went missing out of our front yard.
In 2018, this mom called 911 after her daughter wandered into a massive cornfield.
My heart was definitely racing.
Remy was always on the go. And never far behind was their Yorkie named Pete.
He'll sleep beside her, and if she goes outside, he goes with her.
Timberland left Remy on the swing set for just a minute. When she came back, her daughter and the dog were gone.
Remy!
And we can't find her anywhere.
I'm going to get a deputy out there right now, okay?
And I was walking through like this, and we were hollering for Remy! We hollered, Remy!
Over 100 people joined in the search and combed through the 8-foot-high corn stalks.
There's all kinds of wild animals. We hear coyotes all the time out here. I thought she was going to be scared because it was dark, and she was all alone. I didn't know if she knew we were coming for her. I didn't know what she was thinking.
The next day, after 12 long hours, rescuers came across an amazing sight. Remy was fast asleep and the pup was right by her side.
And she told us he stayed all night with her out there. That little dog, Heath, is definitely a hero.
In 2017, when a toddler was lost, his loyal dog stayed by his side. This heat-seeking video showed them in a giant cornfield. Les Trent spoke to the family.
Can you tell me what your thoughts are when you think about the fact that the dogs stayed with him?
The dogs are very protective over all the kids.
Mason was playing outside his home in Richmond, Minnesota, and wandered off into a cornfield with his 2 English Springer Spaniels, Bella Grace and Maddie.
I don't know how we got so far so quick.
It's easy to see how enticing this cornfield would be to a child, but also look how hard it would be to find them once they go inside. I'm 5'11", and I will disappear in just a matter of seconds, walking just a few feet inside.
A police helicopter picked up their heat signature and directed searchers on the ground to the little boy, who was shivering and crying after being lost for 3 hours.
She sat right next to him and she barked the whole time.
So this really was a case of dog saves boy.
It completely dog saves boy.
A boy and his dog, and a cornfield.
I found baby Rainn and she's alive.
In 2015, baby Rainn Peterson was missing for 2 days from her great-grandparents' home in Ohio.
911, where's your emergency?
Hey, I found baby Rainn and she's alive.
Volunteer Victor Sutton found her cold and wet, asleep in a field of tall grass, just a half-mile away.
Hi, baby. Stay still.
Is she okay? Does she need an ambulance?
Yeah, flies all over her, but she's okay. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. You're okay, sweetheart. I swear you're gonna be okay.
Is that her I hear?
She just cried, yes.
Okay, I hear her.
God.
Oh, I just got goosebumps.
Oh, my God. Me too. I couldn't give up on this kid. Thank God.
It's really impossible to describe the emotion unless you were there.
Sheriff's Deputy Dario Polodisa was among the first on the scene.
I cried. I cried and laughed at the same time. And I broke every rule over the radio and shouted, it's her, she's alive.
It's her, she's alive.
Rainn was taken to the hospital and was fine.
I found baby Rainn and she's alive.
In 2016, 3-year-old Dighton Legalba was missing after wandering away from his mom. Hundreds of volunteers, the sheriff's department, search dogs, and helicopters worked through the night, walking through 400 acres of cornfield trying to find him.
We received a call last evening, approximately 6 p.m., reporting a 3-year-old missing child.
Everyone was overcome with emotion when they finally found him alive near his home.
You're okay, sweetheart.
The toddler spent almost 20 hours lost alone overnight.
Everything looked like corn cobs and corn stalks, so it looked like just a bunch of corn stalks up ahead a ways. Once we got a little closer, you could tell it was arms and legs, so I was about 20 feet away from him, and then that's when I took off running. I knew for sure it was him then.
Thankfully, the boy was in good condition.
Just glad that he was sitting up and he looked safe and he looked fine. He was just scared.
In 2023, there was a search and rescue for a little boy lost in a cornfield.
They just found some fresh footprints at the creek.
3-year-old Ilya was playing in his backyard in Ohio when he went missing.
It was unreal. When I first heard that he was missing, I got so stressed that I think I went numb.
100 police and volunteers set out to find him. They suspected he must be somewhere in the dense cornfield, but with the stalks as high as 10 feet, It was impossible to see him from the ground. Air Patrol took to the skies, and after nearly 3 hours, he was spotted.
Right there, walk straight. He's about 20 yards in front of you.
Using infrared camera technology, the pilot stuck with Ilya as he kept moving through the dense field.
Here we go. They're giving us a thumbs up.
The boy had lost his shoes and was soaking wet.
Well, this could have really been bad because he was a 3-year-old that was out there by himself. We knew it was important to find him as quickly as possible because of the things that could happen. And we also knew that there were some severe thunderstorms that were going to be hitting our area.
For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Andrea Swindall.